Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set up, 50, plant.
Mike, set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Defense.
First and 10, stick. And caught by Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Delta.
Stick looks to throw. He completes it to Henry. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to go up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
Down. 8, read.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
General West.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill.
Ready.
On second and 11 now. Stick. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's just me and you.
A shotgun throw for Stick. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Stick looking to throw on first and 10. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
On third down, it's Stick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He completes this one to Mack. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running it.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 31 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Come back.
Watch the run, watch the run. 46.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10, Chiefs nothing.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Get him!
X3. 218, chop it. Hey, Echo.
Stick looks to throw it again. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
24 yards. That's another Chargers first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Stick from the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. From 10 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but hold on, you finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
In your face.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow. 180.
49.
Hey, Ribley. Hey, 43.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he's got Thompson here, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And their first down, Chiefs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stick back to pass. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow, 180!
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 49 to 5.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Protein spill.
Yes, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Nifty move by Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now Stick. And a completion to Wilson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Called that a very strong gain of 24. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
We go. 10-2 stop.
Me and you all day. All day.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Check my last shot. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 49.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richards. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First and 10, Stick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
60 or.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let him know. Let him know. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
5.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stick looks to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Set 50, plant.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Tight end left, tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
It's going to be a long day.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch gears.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
49 to Mike. Mike Delta. Who that? Mike 49. Mike 49. Let's go, defense.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Stick. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
49 the mic. Watch 49.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And again, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Mike, 36. 36.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Fight on these two. Go on, Eddie.
Check back. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Here we go. Mike's 49.
Right side.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
You got three. 3 down. Safe.
Blue draw quarters. Get it.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
10 Lobo.
I got you.
They'll throw on 2nd down and stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 91. 91 is the fight.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the Chargers' 12-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Thompson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, let's get this.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock. But now, got to kick the field goal, right?
You do, and actually, you show a little faith in your defense when you do that, because you kick the field goal here, you're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for one more shot.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Check 91.
80 weapons.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 30 base.
What's the ad? Alert 3.
General West.
Alert 3. Check 52.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. Go. Dude.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Twist. Peek it.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 9.
6-6. Pull it high.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the home team here, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.